So I see we've got green. I know it's kind of bright. Is the green the defendant and the blue would be Mr. Barron? So like if I were to scroll blue.
Yes, you can. Yes.
Yes, okay. So starting at the top of page 1 on States 241, I'm going to zoom a little bit more so it's as easy as possible. Could you read what the defendant texted?
So from the defendant to the decedent, it just says hello.
And what's the date of this message exchange?
Delivered October 8th of 2024 at 9:37 p.m.
And do you remember the month or around the date where the defendant and the victim closed on their lake house in Lake Lanier?
I believe she said October, November.
October of 2024?
Yes, it was October,
Okay.
November, I believe.
So she says hello, hello, and then a third hello. And then at 10:54, what does she say?
Never mind. How do you fall asleep without telling me good night or making sure that I am home safe? Question marks.
And then at 10:55, so 1 minute later, what does she say?
I have texted you since 9 o'clock. I know you did not fall asleep that early. I just don't understand.
And then she deleted a message that was sent at 11:01 and then sends another text at 11:03 p.m. What does that say?
I am very sad. I check on myself like always. I am safe and good. Do not worry. I will always take care of myself.
And what was the reply?
So he replies, Allie is here.
And then at 12:48 a.m., what does he say?
Good night, my love.
What does he say after that?
Are you safe and okay?
What does he say after that?
I had taken my phone upstairs to charge when Colt and I arrived home.
Moving on to States 247. It's on October 12th of 2024 at 6:28 p.m. What does the defendant say?
Apologize, jury. I'm going to read it word for word. I'm getting so wet thinking about sucking your cock.
And then what does she say at 7:48 p.m.?
Hello.
What does she say at 8:12?
Hello.
What is the reply for Mr. Barron at 8:23?
I would love that.
And what does Ms. Mericle say to that?
That was 2 hours ago. Offer is gone. You do not act like you miss me.
And what is Mr. Barron's reply?
Pardon charging my phone. Is that okay?
And what does he say at 8:27?
Why are you saying this?
And what's her reply at 8:28? And then there's two replies at 8:28 at 39 seconds and 52 seconds. What are those?
I am missing you so much, exclamation marks, and then I love you so much.
And what is Mr. Barron's reply?
It is fine if I don't hear from you for many hours, but you don't hear from me, or you don't hear, but if you don't hear immediately from me, something must be wrong.
And then she replies at 8:30 and 8:31. What are her two replies?
Nothing is wrong. I only miss you so much, exclamation marks. And then, are you watching the game? FL State is winning.
Moving on to States 243. This is on November 6th, 2024 at 9:28 p.m. What does the defendant say?
I need a kiss.
And what is Mr. Barron's reply?
Yes.
And what does she ask?
When are we going to marry?
And what is his reply?
Soon, my love.
And then he texts again. What does he say?
It was good talking to McCain today. We felt comfortable.
Do you know who McLean is?
Oh, McLean, apologies. Yeah, I believe that's her son.
And what does she say in reply to that?
When? Why should you know and not me?
And then what does she say at 9:35?
He enjoyed talking with you. Thank you, my love.
And then he replies at 9:37. What does he say?
I don't totally know yet. Let's get our move in together and talk about it from there. Or, yes, I believe that was right.
And then he replies again at 9:39. What does he say?
I felt close to him with our talks.
And what does she say at 9:39?
I wanted us to be engaged before we moved in together. This is so different.
And then she loved his message about McLean. And then he replies at 9:50. What does he say?
I know, different for me also. It all happened quickly.
And then she replies at 9:51 and 9:57. What does she say?
When will we be engaged? We both need to know the answer. It is not traditional.
And then below this looks like it's the same message, but sent again at 9:57. So the same message sent twice. Does that look right?
Yes.
And then he replies at 9:59. What does he say?
We can discuss perhaps December, January.
And then what's her reply to that at 10:01?
We do not have to marry.
And what does he say?
I want to marry.
She says at 10:06, what?
Maybe we should wait a year or two.
And he says what?
No.
And then what does she say?
Question marks.
And then at 10:22 and 10:40, she has two replies. What does she say?
It should be an easy and simple decision and process. And then the second text is, never mind.
And then she texts again at 11:07.
Are you awake? I tried to call you.
Then again at 11:11.
Can you call me?
And then a deleted message at 11:18. And now we're into November 7th at 6 a.m. What does she say?
Good morning, sleepyhead.
And then what is his reply?
Hey, good morning, babe.
What does he say
Baby?
next?
Oh, where are we at? Sorry, I crashed on you.
And then what does he say again?
Plus, I dropped my phone and crushed the volume buttons on my case cover. My IT guy is replacing it.
And then she says at 6:07 a.m.
Sorry about phone. I'm getting dressed to work out.
And then he says in reply at 6:08.
Good job, babe. Have a good workout.
And then what's her reply to that at 6:25 a.m.?
Are you 100% you want to spend the rest of your life with me? Are you having doubts?
And what does he say?
None at all.
And again.
Absolutely want that.
And what's her reply at 7:03 a.m.?
I want to believe you so bad, but my gut is telling me something else. I understand if we need to slow down. I am more needy than you are. You're good either way. You are very strong.
Moving on to states 244. What's the first text from Mr. Barron?
Yeah.
This is November 20th of 2024, sorry.
Okay. Apologize, just reading. Leave pussy alone for now.
And what does she say?
We should have phone sex.
And what does she say again?
Pussy needs lots of attention.
And then what does he say?
I know.
What does he say again?
I am zeroed in on TVs.
And what's her reply at 9:29 p.m.?
Never mind.
And then he says at 9:43 what?
Don't be upset.
And then he sends some pictures of what looks like the lake house.
Yes.
And then at 9:44, what does the defendant say?
After this weekend, I do not think I excite you. Maybe if I had pretty hair.
And what is his reply?
I'm so in love with you.
And what does she say at 9:45?
I wonder.
And then what does she say at 9:48?
I do not have pretty hair. I am not young.
And what is his reply?
You have beautiful hair, and are beautiful.
And at 9:58, what does she say?
I want you to desire me. You act like we are married, and we're not. I have no ring on my finger.
Moving on to States 245. This is from December 5th of 2024. What does the defendant text?
When are you going to ask me to marry you?
And then is that same text sent again at 1:16?
Yes.
And what is his reply?
Certainly soon.
And then she replies at 1:24 at 44 seconds and 59 seconds. What are those?
That is not an answer. My last boyfriend told me that, and by the time he asked me to marry him, I was done. Why a secret?
What does she say? The next two replies are at 1:25 and 1:27.
I am not 20. Never mind. I do not want to marry. I can survive alone.
And then he says at 1:34 a.m., what does he say back?
What?
And then he says again, 1:34.
Are you drunk?
And then she replies at 1:36. What does she say?
No, I am not drunk. Mike asked me tonight, where is your ring? It is humiliating. No answer to Mike. He is right.
And then she says 1:36. What does she say?
Never mind.
And then 1:41.
No, I am not drunk. I am concerned. Times like this make me wonder what you really want. I'm going to stay on the St. Simon's this weekend. You need to think about our situation alone.
And then it looks like same text, no, different
No.
text at 1:55. What does she say?
Never mind. Sorry I bother you. I know someone that wants you and would treat you better than me. She has a mission. I don't.
And then what is his reply at 2:04 a.m.?
I just got home. So for the fact that we haven't been dating for 7 months and you don't have a ring or we are not married is humiliating. Why would Mike, of all people, ask, where is your ring? They have dated and lived together several years, and does she have a ring or has he asked her to marry him?
And she replies at 2:09 a.m. What does she say?
Good. Glad you're home. I'm good. I do not want to get married. I will take care of myself. I don't care about what anybody thinks, but I do think about you way too much. You do not think of me in the same way. I cannot make another mistake. I am really good. I will be fine. I always survive. I don't need anyone to take care of me. I am good alone. I'm not going to beg anyone to be with me. I need alone time to think about this, though, because you told me last 2 weekends ago, this moved way too fast, beginning to agree with you. I'm not the woman before you. Oh, I'm not the woman. Yeah. You need somebody more dependent.
And then it looks like that text was edited at 2:09 to add, you are a good person. Does that look right?
I believe so, yes.
And then at 2:11, he replies, what does he say?
I certainly want to marry, and I have the same feelings for you.
And she replies at 2:12 a.m. What does she say?
No, you do not. I am going to have this discussion again, or I am not going to have this discussion again. If you want me, I would have known by now. Go find what you want.
And then at 2:12 a.m. again.
I wasted 3 years with the last guy. He kept telling me how much you love me and how much you want to marry me. I was an idiot.
And then it looks like that same text was edited at 2:13 to add, look how that turned out.
Yes.
Does that look right? And then he replies at 2:42, 2 different times. What does he say?
Well, I'm not like that. Good night. And the second text, not really sure where this all came from tonight.
And what is her reply at 6:29 a.m.?
It came from, I miss you and I want to be with you. I don't like being without you. I want to feel like I belong to you. I am sorry.
And then again at 8:18, what does she say?
I know what will happen. I know we've not been dating that long. I was not drunk, but I did have a few drinks. But I start thinking of things and missing you, and it has to be together. I guess I feel like if we're married, we'll be together 24 hours a day. And I know that's not the case. Sleep and get rest. Love you with all my heart.
Moving on to States 246. This is from January 3rd, starting January 3rd of 2025, going into January 4th of 2025. If you could read what the defendant said there.
Hey there.
That's at 12:17 p.m. What does she say at 11:14 p.m.?
Hey, you could have told me goodbye.
And then two more texts at 11:14 p.m. and 11:15 p.m.
I deserve better. I know I'm not the woman you want.
And then what's the one at 11:15?
Please call me.
And then at 11:16.
I can't believe you walked out on me.
And then at 11:20, it looks like there's a deleted text and another deleted text. And then what does she send at 11:26?
Call me. Please call me.
And then again at 11:35.
Please call me.
And then at 11:41.
Are you staying at the Hilton? I'm here. Please call.
And then 11:43.
I tried Brunswick to find you. Please call me.
And at 11:44.
Never mind. I know you don't honestly love me.
And I know it's getting harder to read, but at 11:51.
Please let me know you're safe. I do love you. I'm sorry that I don't measure up and you had to reach out to other women to find what you need because I didn't meet your needs.
And then at 11 or at noon, she sends a picture. Can you tell what's in that picture?
Oh, it's getting rainy. I believe that's him.
Picture of the two of them together?
Yes, believe, but I need to confirm it.
And then moving on to 247, this is going to be on January 7th of 2025. What does the defendant say at the top?
Thank you. I've had a long and confusing day.
And what does she say at 7:12 p.m.?
Do you honestly love me?
And what's his reply at 7:14 p.m.?
Honestly, love you very much.
And then she texts back at 7:15 p.m. What does she say?
I can't keep checking your phone and keeping tabs on you. What happens when the next woman reaches out to you? I am just sick to my stomach that ever happened. I just can't get it out of my mind. It crushed my confidence, my heart.
And then at 7:17, so 2 minutes later, what does she say?
When you walked out on me Saturday night, I only honestly thought it was over between us. You broke up with me, and June didn't reach out to me for over a month. And then only when I reached out to you, this is really just shaking me up. I never thought I would have to do with betrayal. I have been dealt some shit in my life, and I deserve good things coming my way.
And then 1 minute later, what does she say?
I am headed to dinner. This is the woman you met the other night, and I'm dreading her asking me questions about you and how we're doing and how she's so happy for me.
And then at 7:20, so 2 minutes later, what does she say?
Honestly, I don't even want to go. The next time I see Evan, Brittany, I'm going to be totally humiliated.
And 1 minute later, what does she say?
We haven't even talked since yesterday. I have not even had alcohol. I don't even want to have a drink because I know I'm going to get upset even more. I just keep asking myself, Why did this have to happen? Why did you hide your phone from me? Why did you delete her message? Why didn't you tell me about Laura? What am I not giving you that you need? A man that needs another woman. My heart is just broken.
And he replies at 7:25 p.m. What does he say?
I'm sorry you're having these feelings. Certainly my apologies.
And then he says again at 7:28.
You are giving me everything, and I don't need any other woman.
And then she replies also at 7:28. What does she say?
Will you love me forever? You can never walk away from me. I want you to love me more than anyone.
And at 7:30, what does he say?
I am actually at that point.
And she says what also at 7:30?
At what point?
And what's his reply?
Loving you forever.
And then again, what does he say?
Never walking away.
And then what does he say again at 7:42?
You are my sole love.
And then what does her reply at 7:42?
I thought you had already decided that.
And what does he say at 7:50?
Yes.
And then she replies at 7:50 also.
Then why did you stay connected to Lilia and Laura? I'm confused.
And at 7:55, what does she say? Or he say, I'm sorry?
Was not connected.
And then she says at 7:56.
You protected Lilia over me. You chose her. Left me that night. She must have pulled on you.
And at 7:56 also, so about 20 seconds later, what does she say?
I thought I was so special to you. I am so confused.
And then he replies at 8:03 p.m. What does he say?
You are so special to me.
And then her reply at 8:05.
All I wanted is for someone to love me with all their heart and soul. I am so sick of not being treated right.
And what's his reply at 8:21?
I'm in hopes of treating you right.
States 248. This is January 13th, 2025 at 8:11 a.m. What does she say?
I do love you. I'm struggling with this, trying to understand what happened and why. I feel like perhaps I'm not all you need. You were the one thing that was solid in my life. I want to believe so hard that Lilia or Laura mean nothing to you. Let's be patient with each other, and I know we can get through this.
And he replies at 8:33. What does he say?
Yes, we can.
And then what does she say at 8:33?
I love you.
Moving on to states 249. This is also that same day, January 13th. This is later in that day at 8:32 p.m. What does the defendant say?
How many women are you texting? Why did you delete it? Why did you delete if there was nothing to see? I feel so unwanted by you.
And then at 8:32 as well, a couple seconds later, what does she say?
I feel like I am not enough for you.
And what's his reply?
Wow.
And then she replies at 8:32 and 8:33. What does she say?
I am very sad. The second text. I thought I was everything to you. I questioned all you have said to me.
And then again at 8:33.
What does Lilia have? Laura, if you want them, go find them.
And then he replies at 8:34. What does he say?
Are you drinking tonight?
And she replies a minute later. What does she say?
No, I am not. I have been thinking about this for days. That's why I can't sleep or eat.
And then at 8:35.
I am not enough for you.
And then again at 8:35 at 34 seconds and 59 seconds.
I need someone that lifts me up. The second text, I feel inadequate with you.
And then 8:36.
I am not enough for you. I feel unwanted. I feel like if I let this go, that you're texting them every day and talking to them on your ride home and enjoying their company.
And also at 8:36 at 44 seconds and 53 seconds, what does she say?
Why? Second text, I was so happy with you.
And then 8:37. What does she say?
I am in bed.
And then also at 8:37:43, what does she say?
I am never enough.
Couple seconds later, what does she say?
Please do what you need to do.
So he replies at 8:39. What does he say?
Okay, let's end this. You will never trust me. No matter what I tell or say to you, there is nothing that can satisfy you.
And then she replies at 8:52. What does she say?
I feel all alone. I know you will never understand. I thought you loved me with all your heart, but you don't. You care for Lilia, Laura, and I don't know who else. I am tired. I am at my waterfront condo trying to figure out what to do.
And then he replies at 8:56. What does he say?
I don't care for anyone but you can't understand that.
And then again at 9:11. What does he say?
I will not come down this weekend, and I will hire an attorney on our house situation.
And then she replies at 9:13. What does she say?
Please call me. You don't have to hire an attorney.
And then at 9:14.
Please call me.
And then what does he say at 9:14?
McLean and I will stay here until we sell the house.
And then at 9:16, what does she say?
My sister is having her 60th birthday party. Her husband of 35 years is throwing her a surprise party.
A couple seconds later, what does she say?
On Saturday.
And then again, what does she say a couple seconds later?
She is so lucky in so many ways.
Again.
Blessed.
And then 9:17:35.
I want that so bad.
9:17:43.
Someone to love only me.
9:18:33.
Why couldn't you be that man to love me?
Then he says at 9:18, what does he say?
Could have had.
And she says at 9:18:51.
Nope, you ruined that.
At 9:19, what does she say?
Over what? I hope it was worth it. You treated me horrible. I did not deserve that.
And then at 9:27, what does she say?
Please tell me that you love me and that I'm enough for you.
At 9:33, what does she say?
I love you so much. I want to believe I'm the only woman you need and want.
At 9:34, what does she say?
Thanks for calling me.
And 9:44.
Can you bring the bags of leftover sausage balls? We can bring that as an appetizer for the birthday party.
And then 10:12, what does she say?
Do you know how much I desire you? Or how much I love you? I wish you knew 20 years ago I do love you. I hope and pray that you love me.
And at 10:17, what's his reply?
I do love you.
And then she says also at 10:17.
Please love me with all your heart.
And then he says at 10:46.
I have said many times.
And then at 10:46, she also says what?
I want you.
And then he replies what?
I want you, or no, want you also.
And so this is a January 13th. Do you remember the date where they got into the argument and she was arrested for the DUI? Do you remember if it was?
It was late February.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on to January 21st. This is States 250. This is January 21st, so a couple days later at 9:41 p.m. What does she say?
I am sad, confused, and hurt. I believed everything you said to me. I thought you loved me.
And then at 9:49, what does she say?
Are you and Lilia married? Please tell me what's going on. What is going on? I do not deserve this.
And then at 9:57, what does she say?
I believed in you, hung on every word you said to me. All I want is someone to love me.
And then at 10:55, she sends a photograph. Is that a picture of her and Mr. Barron?
Yes, that's more than, yes. That's identifiable.
And then she sends another photograph. It's probably a little bit harder to tell what that is. At 4:57, this is now January 22nd at 4:57 a.m. What does she say?
I am scared. All the power is out. All the power is out and it's freezing in here. I do not like being alone.
And then at 4:57 a.m., what does she say again?
I have no one but myself.
And then at 5:03 a.m., what does she say?
I am heartbroken. Why did you buy a house with me? Why did you lead me on? Who is this Lilia Bocan? Why didn't you buy a house with her? Why didn't you why did you play with my heart? You have destroyed me. I believed in you. You have ruined my heart. I am trying to figure out who you are and what kind of person plays with someone's heart. I'm so hurt. but I know you don't care. The lies, the betrayals, who are you? I put my heart and soul into you. I love you so much, my heart is broken. I don't think it will ever be repaired. I am so sad.
And then at 5:04, so that was at 5:03:48. This is 5:04:33. What does she say?
I'm alone again. I'm so sad. You cannot play with people's hearts.
And then at 5:12, what does she say?
Who are you? Who is Lilia Bocan? I deserve an answer. She told me you were married to her.
And then at 5:17, what does she say?
I fell in love with you. I honestly thought you were my forever. I wanted to be your wife. I wanted you to be my husband. What happened? I have been hurt so many times, I just can't take anymore. Why couldn't you just love me for me?
And then he replies at 9:46 a.m. What does he say?
Suzanne, I am truly sorry to have hurt you. It was never my intention.
Moving on to States 251, this is on February 20th of 2025. What does, I promise we're almost done, what does the defendant say? This is at 9:23 p.m.
Trash out.
And then what does he say again?
How did call with attorney go?
And what does she say?
I have to have an interlock device installed in my car.
And then what does he say?
Okay.
And then at 10:48, what does she say?
Horrible. I am so sad. I feel alone, but I will survive. I have so many times before.
And then at 10:49, what does she say?
I feel like you don't even care about me, and you knew that I had a phone call with my attorney. And you never called to check on me. I feel like you don't really love me.
And then he says at 2:49 what?
Why I feel alone?
And what does she say at 2:50?
You knew I had a call, and you never checked on me afterwards.
And then what does she say at 10:50, a couple seconds later?
I wish you worried about me like you do Lily and her daughter.
And then at 10:50, a couple seconds later, what does she say?
Don't worry about me.
And then what's his reply?
I had electricians here today.
And then what does he say again?
Remember?
And she says what?
I am good.
And he says at 10:55.
I will not come there this weekend to listen to all this. I cannot deal with it.
And what does she say at 10:56?
Can you talk?
And then again at 11:25.
I love you. I'm going to pull up my big girl panties and be strong.
States 252 is on February 24th, so 4 days later. This is at 9:44 p.m. What does she say?
I do love you. Are you finished with Lillian, Emily?
And what is your reply?
Yes, have been, sweetheart.
And what does she say at 10:06 p.m.?
I miss the David I met at first. I miss us. When did you finish with her? You texted her yesterday. She wants you to keep paying. She said she's confused. She's not confused. Her and her daughter had a grand time in New York or
Okay.
NY.
And then 10:07.
Wish you would have finished with her before me.
And then 10:08.
I think you're in love with her and me.
And what does he say at 10:09?
Yes, agree. We became one so quickly.
And 10:09 again.
Just you.
And then 10:12.
It has always been you for me.
And then she replies at 10:14. What does she say?
I can't understand why you took care of her, not me, but her, for so long. You are in love with her. I am good with that. But I deserve more than to fight for you over a woman like that. I will not. I value and respect myself too much. You are so in love with her. I want you to be with her.
Moving on to the last one, States 253 is on February 26th, so 2 days later. It's a long text from the defendant. I apologize, but if you could read that. It's February 26th at 8:55 a.m.
Okay. You always tell me you're going to call me later, and night after night you fall asleep and I never hear from you. This is a strong indication you're not prioritizing our relationship. I would hope you would be looking forward to talking to me. You are ignoring me, which is not okay and considered it's disrespectful behavior. I honestly do not ask you for much, or I honestly do not ask much for or ask much for or for much from you, sorry. I do not feel good about us. I need to take a step back. Between your actions in the last month, putting me last and Lilia first, never putting me first, I do not feel valued. These last months, I feel a mixture of sadness, frustration, loneliness, and it has taken a significant hit to my self-esteem. I do question my worth in this relationship. I honestly feel like my needs are being ignored. Your words and actions do not match. I am tired of begging for attention and answers to questions. Our relationship is dying day by day. I need to feel loved, valued, and respected. I am tired of writing novels to you. I should not have to tell a grown man how to treat, or furthermore, how I want to be treated. I honestly do not understand what is going on. I do not excite you or make you want to reach out. I feel unappreciated and very lonely. Please do not respond with words that do not mean anything. Your actions are answering to all my questions. I need time to sort this out. No, I love you, and it's hard for my heart to grab love because I crave it. I want love so bad.